Maui, Hawaii. As the top destination for paradise seekers, this island inhabits some of the most scenic beauty found on the planet. Here, one can't help but feel immersed in nature, and therefore reminded of the efforts humans have on less remote locations. And while Maui does have all the modern luxuries, there is a strong undercurrent to keep nature just as it is. So on a pristine, clear day, we set forth with our eyes on the water and our minds on conservation. We are guests of the Pacific Whale Foundation, and this trip isn't just for fun, it's also for education.
The primary mission of the Pacific Whale Foundation is to protect these oceans through science and advocacy. Our main goal is to educate people here on the vessels through a variety of programs that we offer. And so ultimately it's through education that we hope to inspire these individuals, people on our vessels, to become advocates for the ocean that we're also passionate about. Well, here is Oluwalu Point, or Oluwalu Reef. It's actually one of the, if not the oldest reef here on Maui. What's really special about Maui is that 25% of the fish species here are endemic. You're not going to see them anywhere else in the world but here in Hawaii. So that's 1 in 4 fish that you're going to be seeing here at Oluwalu.
And with that introduction, it's time to dive right in. All right, here we go. Known as Maui's Mother Reef, Oluwalu is Hawaii's oldest reef and home to a colorful array of sea life. Labeled a hope spot by Sylvia Earle's Mission Blue Alliance, this location is now scientifically recognized as critical to the overall health of the world's oceans. Given that credit, it's no wonder that the Pacific Whale Foundation utilizes this reef for truly immersive education. And making our way through this untarnished reef, the importance of protecting it and leaving it as is was glaringly clear. This is how it's supposed to be. Yet most of the ocean is unprotected, and our collective everyday decisions can have a profound effect on unassuming marine life. That is the consciousness of the Pacific Whale Foundation and the main purpose of their ocean store, where I met up with Kelly McHugh to discuss human responsibility for the ocean.
You have to be a conscious consumer, and we try to let people know that they have a very accessible and affordable opportunity to empower philanthropy with your dollars, right? I mean, as citizens, we're all voting with our dollars every single day by the products that we choose and where they're made, manufactured. We want to keep dollars local, wherever your local happens to be. And then in conservation, we offer free coastal marine debris monitoring kits to anybody that shows up to either of our ocean stores. And we track every single piece of rubbish that you've collected so that we understand exactly what type of rubbish needs to be phased out of our community. Years ago, it was cigarette butts, more cigarette butts found than any other item in the Hawaiian Islands, deeply impacting our marine ecosystem. So by people collecting those and counting them, it gives us a much better chance when we go to the legislature each year to tell them, here are the numbers, here's the impact that's being made. Followed by single-use plastic straws, a huge campaign of ours right now. So we're trying to encourage folks to use bamboo or glass straws or steel straws, anything that they can just carry around with them rather than using the one and done. And we're having folks hashtag reuse or refuse, and we've got thousands of people here on Maui that have signed our pledge to reuse or refuse single-use plastics, and about a dozen different businesses that have made that pledge. So we're making incredible headway in that regard.
That's amazing. Well, we look forward to tracking you guys for years to come to find out how far you are headed. But in your own words, what is the future of Pacific Whale Foundation?
And our vision is to be the people's environmental organization to protect humpback whales, dolphins, and other marine mammals living wild in their natural habitats. So we want to ensure that the people are very heavily involved in all of the work that we're doing in research, education, and conservation. And that's our vision, just to be the go-to for people looking to live a more sustainable lifestyle and to be more environmentally conscious and to create the next stewards, right? We're really focusing on youth that are going to be the leaders and the decision makers for tomorrow. And we need them to know the ocean, to care about the ocean, and to understand how they can make a difference so that they can teach us next.
For more information on the efforts of the Pacific Well Foundation, visit athomewithdidiayer.com.